If you're a dancer, a dance instructor, or a fitness instructor, and you're looking for music to license without getting that copyright strike, and you even want to monetize, this is the video for you. I know that there's a lot of videos on using royalty-free music on YouTube, but I feel like sometimes it's more catered to people who are vloggers or educational and all that stuff. But I'm speaking specifically to you, the dancer, the fitness instructor, that might not only teach classes person online, but you also want to share your content on YouTube. So I'm going to share some of the platforms that I personally use, and I'll give like honorable mentions of other places that I've heard about but I don't actually use, not because I don't want to, it's just I never use them, but I did do a little bit of research. So we're gonna start with the very first one that I can mention that is totally free. Actually, I'm gonna mention two. One is the YouTube library, the audio library, and I know that their music isn't like wow, but you can start with that and it's completely free. Like, you can go on there, it's completely free, and you can use their like royalty free music. I know some of them you have to give credit to the artist, so you just look through their library and see what it says on the info, and you can go for there. There is something cool that's gonna come out really soon with YouTube, specifically when it comes to licensing, but you're gonna have to stay all the way into the video to see what I'm talking about. So, number two that I wanted to talk about that it's actually still free is called CREATORMIX. CREATORMIX is created by Dee and Nick Nimmin. Created these royalty-free songs and free songs basically to use on YouTube, specifically for creators like us, like creators in general on YouTube. So they have things from like lo-fi and deep house music, and I know that their library is growing, so you might not see a whole lot of stuff, but there is quite a few songs that you can use in there, especially if you're a fitness instructor. And I know there's other creators who have used their music like in the fitness niche. I've seen a cycling channel do it. I've seen a couple other channels do it. I've used it before. I like their songs. It just doesn't always fit to what I'm trying to do with dance per se, just because of the style that I prefer. But that can work perfectly if it's something that fits for you. I say take full advantage. It's completely free to use. All you have to do is download their licensing through their website, and I'll link everything below so you can see what I'm talking about. Anything I mentioned today, I'm going to link it down in the description. Number three is Epicdemic Sounds. Now, I know a lot of you probably have heard this one before, or you haven't. I know they have a 30-day trial. I personally use them for several years now, and I really like their library of royalty-free music. While they don't have mainstream music, they do have some really good artists in there. I've actually checked out some of their K-pop songs in there, and I really like them. There's this one artist, I'm gonna pop his name right over here, that I really like. And his like Korean like R&B and hip hop music, I personally like a lot. It's something that I'm going to use in the future. I'm actually thinking of making some choreography with his songs, and they're really nice, and like I just really like it. There is another artist I like from Epicdemic Sounds. I'm going to put his name right up here because I do not want to butcher him. I've used his music before on my other videos, and a couple other artists from Epicdemic Sounds I've used, and I'm gonna pop the video on the card somewhere. I don't always remember where it is, but I'll pop. It's an older video, so the quality isn't there, but the music is there, is where I'm trying to say. So number 4 is Lick.co. I've been using this company for a little while now, and they actually have like mainstream music, which is awesome. They have a lot of feature artists.
You can see like Sabrina Carpenter, Bruno Mars, Drake, Dua Lipa, Justin Bieber, Linkin Park.
It goes on. Like, there's a list of a bunch of artists in there. And while they don't have every single song in there by these artists, there's a few. One of my favorites, and if you've been following me for a while, you probably know this already, Megan Thee Stallion. We love Megan Thee Stallion here. So yes, she's always an example that I use because I love her music and I love her. So yeah, if you're looking for a mainstream song, you might not find every song you like or you want, but use the advantage of what you have to use the song, because you can use a song you might like and you can monetize the video. They also do have royalty-free music on there too. So just know that you do have to pay for these, this one too. I don't remember if Lick has a free trial. I feel like they do, but I'm not 100% sure. If anything, I'll put it down on the description for them, but I say the money is it's worth the money to invest on it. I think it's like $22 per month. You get 1 credit free for a mainstream song, and you get unlimited access to their royalty music for the whole month. And if you want more, you do have to pay extra for it. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's still worth the money. But that's just me. I will put my investments there. If you're liking this so far and you feel like it's useful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more. Now, these type of videos are not my normal ones. I do more dance fitness based videos, but if you do like these informative and educational videos that help us as creators, subscribe to the channel. Now, before we continue to our last one, I'm gonna give you some honorable mentions. There are 2 I'm gonna mention, and they are UNITEDMASTERS.com. Now, while I personally never used them, I looked through their website and I see that they also include royalty-free music, and there are some artists in there that might be popular, but I'm not 100%. The other one is artlist.io. I've heard of this one before myself. I just never used them before. I know that they were kind of popular a few years ago, or they were like more the ones that people really known about royalty-free music and music they can use for YouTube. So those are 2 honorable mentions before I mention my last thing, which I had mentioned at the beginning. So the last thing that I wanted to mention, which is the 5th one technically, is going to be, it's actually already available, but it's only available to people who are in the YouTube Partner Program. So if you're a person that's already in that program and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can license music, yes you can, through YouTube. So the way you can find it is, I'm gonna show a document here, and the way I found this was through Google. I know that you can go through your YouTube studio and you can click on the audio creators or something. I don't remember the tab name, but it's all the way in the bottom on the left side, and you can license the songs. I think there's 2 ways to do it. This is still brand new to me, but I still wanted to inform you guys about it because I've heard about it a year ago, and I think it's finally rolling out, or it's rolled out. So there's 2 ways of doing it, which is you can license the music and monetize it, or you can get the song and share the revenue with an artist. So, but you're not going to be able to monetize it. And I feel like those 2 opportunities are great because without paying for it, you don't necessarily have to worry about getting in trouble, but you can still use the song. But if you pay for the license, which I'm not sure how much they're charging for it, you can still monetize it. For me personally, I don't mind if I share the revenue with the artist, because at the end of the day, it's not my song. It's their song. I think it's more about showing the creation that I've made with it and showing the artist the appreciation of their song. And I know that not every song I'm gonna be able to license because I'm in a budget. Total disclaimer, forgot to say that I'm not in the YouTube program. So once I do meet those requirements to be part of the YouTube Partner Program, I will be licensing it. It was just more of like future talk at the end of the day. So I will license certain songs, but then some songs I probably won't. It really depends on what the song is and whatever. I wanted to share this because I feel like not enough people are talking about it. And the craziest thing is that I was talking to my friend about this, and I was like, no one's literally talking about the YouTube part, the licensing part of YouTube. Like, I've read about it a few days ago. I've heard about it last year originally, but I didn't hear anything about it until recently. And then there was one creator, his name is Roberto Blake. He literally, it's like he read my mind and he made a video on it. And I'm just like, oh no, I have to talk about this to my audience. I do appreciate him putting it out there because it put more perspective and I'm able to talk about it more. I hope that was helpful and that you join this community of baddies. I do have dance fitness routines and workout routines. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and check out this playlist right over here. If you want to see my other talking head videos that I talk about, how to be a dancer over 30 and all that, go ahead and click this playlist right over here. Let's learn new moves, get stronger, and build the confidence together, and let's be a baddie. And I will see you in those playlists.